America built capitalism, and capitalism built America, the richest nation on earth. But today, millions are asking the same question. This is the story of how the American dream rose, fell, and may rise again. For more than 200 years, capitalism turned the United States into a global superpower. Factories, railroads, automobiles, technology. Every chapter of American history is powered by innovation, competition, and ambition. But in the last few decades, something changed. Wages stopped growing. Prices skyrocketed. The rich got richer, and everyone else began to struggle. Some say capitalism is failing. Others say capitalism just needs to evolve. The real question is, can America fix capitalism again? In the late 1800s and early 1900s, America entered the Golden Age of capitalism. Steel mills, oil empires, automobile giants. The country grew faster than any nation in history. People from all over the world came to chase opportunity. If you worked hard, you could rise. If you had a great idea, you could build a business. If you took risks, you could become wealthy. Capitalism made America dynamic. But it also created monsters: child labor, unsafe working conditions, a handful of rich families controlling entire industries. By 1920, companies were powerful, too powerful. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, America entered the Golden Age of capitalism. Steel mills, oil empires, automobile giants. The country grew faster than any nation in history. People from all over the world came to chase opportunity. If you worked hard, you could rise. If you had a great idea, you could build a business. If you took risks, you could become wealthy. Capitalism made America dynamic. But it also created monsters: child labor, unsafe working conditions, a handful of rich families controlling entire industries. By 1920, companies were powerful, too powerful. By the 1980s, a new philosophy took over. Let businesses grow. Let competition handle everything. Government should stay out of the way. It sounded good. And at first, it worked. Technology exploded. Personal computers, the internet, e-commerce. But slowly, the same old problems returned. Wages stopped rising. Housing prices exploded. Healthcare became unaffordable. Student debt hit record levels. Meanwhile, a handful of companies grew so powerful, they controlled entire markets. By the 2020s, the cracks in the system became impossible to ignore. Three numbers told the whole story. 1, 64% of Americans lived paycheck to paycheck. Even people with good jobs struggled. 2, the richest 1% owned more wealth than the bottom 90%. Inequality reached historic levels. 3, over 70% of young Americans said the system is rigged. The dream no longer felt real. Economists argued. Politicians fought. People protested. But one thing was clear: this wasn't sustainable. Something had to change. Here's where the story becomes hopeful. Because in America, every time capitalism has broken, Americans rebuilt it stronger. And today, new ideas are emerging. 1, breaking up giant monopolies. Just like the early 1900s, companies that dominate markets could be forced to compete again. 2, fair wages and worker rights. Using technology to increase productivity and pay the people who make it possible. 3, affordable essentials, housing, healthcare, education. Fixing the basics so families can save again. 4, encouraging small business innovation. New laws to help entrepreneurs, not just billion-dollar corporations. 5, rebuilding the middle class. Because a strong middle class is what made America powerful in the first place. None of these ideas are perfect, but each one helps America do what it has done many times in history: Reinvent capitalism. So, can America fix capitalism again? History says yes. Every generation faces a crisis. Every generation finds new solutions. And every generation keeps the dream alive, not by destroying capitalism, but by improving it. Because capitalism, at its best, is not just an economic system. It is a promise. A belief that anyone, anywhere, can rise, build, create, and succeed. The tools are there. The ideas are there. The moment is here. Now the question is, will America fix capitalism? Before capitalism breaks America?